Hey guys, welcome back. What you see on the test bench right here is a system that I've been working on. I'm going to put in a case for my own personal gaming PC for older games, like F.E.A.R, FarCry, stuff like that. And what we got here is an AM2 Plus motherboard by Gigabyte, and I'll put the actual model of the motherboard right here. Socket AM2 Athlon 64 X2 6000 plus, a 3 GHz dual core CPU. 8 gigs of DDR2, and this is a Powercolor Radeon HD 3870 X2 a Crossfire card, so that's pretty cool. And actually, most of the games that, as you'll see, when I show some gameplay here, most of them perform excellent with Crossfire. Crossfire work flawlessly for the most part on there. Right now, this is running Windows 10, but I'm probably going to be installing Vista Service Pack 2 on it because of the overhead of Windows 10, and it's not optimal right now either because this SSD here was pulled out of another system and just popped in here, chipset drivers and graphics driver installed, and I've just been running it like that, so it's definitely not ideal at the moment. But as you can see, we have not really benchmarks, but just some gameplay footage coming up with the overlay, just so you can see how well this system is going to perform. So without further ado, let's get right into the videos.
Attention stalkers, an emission is approaching. I repeat, an emission is approaching. Seek cover immediately. I hope you're all in one piece.
think anybody's gonna believe Aristide ran all those fucked up programs without the board? Give me an update. Man down! Grenade, get down!
What was that? It's him! Give it up, buddy! Ooh! Rocky lad! There you are! Lost contact! I'm gonna tell you what happened here!
Let's get this party started. Ladies and maniacs, I apologize for this interruption to your regular entertainment. Up until a few seconds ago, I was gonna kill everyone in the room and then watch cartoons. But then, well, you know how I do love a captive audience. I'm just warming you up, bats. Fresh from Blackgate Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence of 752 years. Ding, 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 it's round 2.
Don't let him hit you!
Sorry, bats, gotta run. I got places to go, people to see.
Leave this place!
Hello.
Hey, it's you.
remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
Think you might have something that belongs to me.
Okay, so that was really interesting. And as you can see, when Crossfire worked, it worked well. There was really no issues with it. Unfortunately, in most cases, we were CPU bound. So, I do have other CPUs. I could throw a more powerful CPU in here, and I could get to the point where I'd be GPU bound. But, so I'm not really all that worried about it. The only real disappointment for me actually was Crysis, because the CPU obviously couldn't keep up with Crysis, but I kind of expected that. I was just hoping for a little bit better. But everything else, though, seemed to handle it no problem. I mean, I even tried, a game from 2013, Tomb Raider, and the surprising thing about that was I really thought Crossfire was supported in Tomb Raider, and nothing I did could get it to work. So, that was kind of a disappointment. But I don't think it would have mattered that much, because I think, the CPU would have held us back in that game anyways. I just threw that in there just for shits and giggles. But for all the older games, this thing will be, this thing's gonna be pretty sweet. Half-Life 2, of course, doesn't support Crossfire, but that's fine. Even on one GPU, you can see it was working perfect. So that's where we're at. I do have, before I take this off the bench, I do have a couple of other CPUs I may want to try as well. I've got a Sempron that I can just go in there just to see how bad that is, and I've also got, believe it or not, a 15-watt Athlon. It's a 2650E. I believe it's a single core 1.6 gigahertz, but it's only a 15-watt chip. So maybe I'll put that in there and see how bad that thing does, and that could probably be my all-time lowest Cinebench R15 score too. So, racing to the bottom of the barrel here. But it might be interesting to see how far we can actually overclock that too as well. So if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, let me know. If not, then I'm probably just going to leave this together as is and get it in the case. So anyways, hope you guys are staying safe out there with lockdown, quarantine, and all that going on. And we'll see you on the next one.